So you're looking to start making content, but you think it's too complicated. You don't know what camera gear you're going to use, what microphone you're going to use. Are you going to use microphone? Audio matters. That's what you've all been hearing. And about 5 days ago, I made a video on just using the gear that you had. And if you stumbled across this video, you're watching me in the middle of a 30-day video challenge. My name is Eric. Thanks for watching. And I want to talk about this DJI Mic Mini and just simplifying the process. So if you like what you see right here, maybe you don't like this frame, right? You want something a little more close up and personal, or maybe you want something even further away. Well, what I'm using right here for this setup is the DJI Action 4 camera paired with this DJI Mic Mini that I just got. I had no clue that you could just buy this for around $50 and it connects automatically to your DJI Action or your Osmo Action camera. I think it's the 4 and the 5. It can connect wirelessly without any kind of receiver or any additional equipment. $50. That's all. And it's this little guy right here with the wind mic or wind little dead cat there. Now, if I didn't have that on, you probably wouldn't have even noticed this on this black shirt. I think it actually comes in white as well. So depending on if you wear more black clothing or white clothing, you can match and it blend in. But for work, we always wear black shirts, whether it's these long sleeve shirts or the polos. It's pretty simple. It's pretty awesome. And this is a great setup for me when I'm out working on roofs. I can make some content on the roofs. If I'm running, this is the camera I use for all my running videos. It's a rugged camera. I don't have to worry about it getting beat up. Now, even one thing I didn't originally say, I have an ND filter on this thing right now. So it's really bright outside. It got a little bit of breeze coming through. It's hot outside, but it's really bright. And I think this looks pretty dang good. Now you could probably, be filming in S-Log and all that fancy stuff and then color grade it with LUTs and all that, but I'm not there yet. And I doubt you are too if you're watching this video. So if you're looking for a simple solution to just get out there and start making video with great audio, because that's what the video quality is important, it is. But if you just have a phone, just get you a wireless DJI mic, the Mic Mini. You will have to have the receiver, and you can connect that receiver to your iPhone, and then you can have this right here. But if you have a Osmo Action camera, or you're looking to get a camera, you don't need to spend thousands of dollars. I just saw right now the Action 4 you can get for like $350, or maybe even the Action 5. I can't remember which one it was, but for under $500, you could get a super duper awesome setup that's going to be able to go with you everywhere. Very small footprint. The freaking Osmo is smaller than the iPhone. So if you don't want to take a phone, you can just take this camera on a selfie stick, or even not having it on a selfie stick, you can just hold it. It's a really small setup, guys. And so there's really no excuse to not create the content other than the fact that maybe you're just too nervous or scared to get out there and do it. But for me, it's all about simplicity. I want to keep things simple. I want to just be able to quickly turn the camera on and record a video. For example, right now, I just finished up with a long day at work. We had multiple roof inspections. I was on big commercial, super bright roofs. The sun was just reflecting off of them. It was fun, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot going on. Now that we're home, we got the girls coming, we got to make dinner, and in this challenge, I have to get the video made and edited and put together, and it can be overwhelming at times, and therefore you want to make it simple. You don't, especially in the beginning stages, you don't want to overcomplicate it with fancy cameras and gear, and then the file sizes, holy guacamole, the file sizes. If you come from any kind of short form vertical content compared to what you need long form for YouTube, get ready for long file sizes, long uploads and downloads. Just know that going into it. So there's been some cases where I'm like, I stayed up late making a video and I edited it and put it together, and I go to download the video, and the download alone takes like forever, and then I got to upload the video, and then the upload just takes like over an hour sometimes, depending on how much detail and how the quality is of the video and the length of the video. So these are all things that you're gonna you're gonna endure. You know, you're gonna go through when you're doing these YouTube videos and making content. Short form is great. I still do it on a daily basis for my business, for my running, for everything, because I like short form content. I think that the attention span is short form is needed for the general attention span, but also I enjoy the long form. It's pretty cool, and I'm learning a lot on talking to the camera, telling it a story. And in order to do that, you have to keep it simple in the beginning. Now, later down the road, you might want to add and upgrade and add more things, and whether it's the gear you're using or the editing software you're using, you know, color grading, all that fancy stuff. It looks great, don't get me wrong. But if you were to start today and never have done this before, this is what you want. You want some simplicity. You want something that's easy and simple. Maybe not easy, because it's really not easy, but simple. Simple enough that you can figure it out, go through the motions, and get it done in a quality enough way to where the person on the other side of that camera that's watching this video, they're probably watching it on their phone or their iPad versus a computer, and they want to be able to hear it good because they're probably going to have AirPods in. And if it is horrible audio, you're just going to skip that video, because that's what I do. And I know that's what you probably do if you're watching this video. So let me know in the comments below your thoughts on keeping it simple. I'm not going to say keeping it easy, because it's still not easy, but keeping it simple so that you can maintain consistency. This, if anything that I've learned in this 30-day challenge, we're on day 19, and anything I've learned is consistency is key. If I stay consistent in the mindset that I have to make a video today, because that is what I put on myself, that is the challenge that I gave myself. I want to make sure that I am delivering something of value. So, you know, we're still honing in on what we're making all the videos about, but I'm hoping that you're getting some value out of these videos, whether it's me talking about, you know, how to make the videos or the gear that I'm using to make these videos. Maybe you are seeing this and you're thinking about doing the same thing, but you don't know what to do, and you got like 4 or 5 different cameras in your cart that you're studying and researching, and you're like, man, maybe I should just use my phone. Just use the phone, but buy you a decent mic. And DJI makes really good stuff. It's very simple. I literally opened this thing right before this video, paired it to the Osmo, and here we are. Here we are. It took like 10 seconds to pair to the Osmo. It even tells you on the back of the camera, it walks you through how to pair it with images, and it tells you step by step, and it literally took like no time at all. So guys, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this, about keeping it simple, or should you start off, you know, going with all the fancy smancy bells and whistles? I personally don't think so. I think you're going to be overwhelmed just trying to figure out, you're trying to figure out how to operate this new gear you got, and you don't even know how to make a video yet. So go through with what you have, and if you don't have any ideas, watch the video that I did 5 days ago showing you some different options and some inexpensive setups, some low barrier to entries, using the gear that you currently have, whether it's your phone or a camera. You know, there's quite a few of them, but I already made a video on it. So go back and watch that video and let me know your thoughts in the comments on the simplicity. Guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.